Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. We're back for everybody's favorite day of the week. I say that sarcastically, but we're going to be on to a Metal Monday for the time being, rather than a Mayhem Monday, although that might still be applicable. But just changing things up, still kind of shooting from the hip around here. So we're going to work on some MechWarrior 5 mercenaries tonight. And I'm hearing stuff in the background, so let me remedy that here, make that go away. So, yeah, hope all's going well for everybody out there. And if you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights. And you also get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick through commentary and the long-running video game deep dives. So you get a front row seat to what it's like to build a franchise from scratch without industry support. So this is a matter of doing things the hard way, and you know, as the expression goes, throw everything to the wall and see what sticks, or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I don't have a whole lot for notes tonight. Numbers are pretty steady, and right now we're still running from 3 platforms. We're on Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube, just because I'm mixing things up to tinker with performance and stuff like that. As far as numbers go, I guess as a positive helps clean up the analytics, you know, but thanks to the Discord bots who are showing themselves the door more quickly than the others who have been lingering. So, although I appreciate new follows, I just hope they're not the ones that are hawking for something and then padding the numbers with stuff that's just like, hey, oh, not actual audience people. But anyway, glad to have everybody who's legit, a real human being and not a bot. But yeah, as far as projects, it's just another typical day, you know, checking off all the quotas. So met the usual criteria today of editing progress on not page 2, but book 2 in the Firewall Protocol saga. And just as a side note, had something interesting that I ran into today. I think it's the first, I don't want to say major because it's not like a major story issue, but the first significant continuity flub that I found. And thankfully there hasn't been that much then if I'm 600 plus pages in and finally running into one. So maybe a chapter or two ago, there's a group of one significant character and from a Vanguard, but there's just some supporting characters, and they're off on the opposite side of the battlefield taking care of a mission. And there was only 6 characters in total, and one of them dies, so that obviously cuts the number down to 5. Well, I come back to that scene, you know, quite a few pages later, and I'm like, who's this named character? That's not one of the ones I brought along with the group. So what I'm guessing probably happened, because I've mentioned multiple times that it took me about 12 years to get the first draft of this book done. If I was only doing half a page to a page a day, there's the possibility that if there was 20 pages in between these scenes, it could have taken 3 weeks or longer, depending on life interruptions. So probably what happened is I continued on with the characters, knowing what the mission was, but I must not have gone back to for continuity's sake, or maybe I did read it and said, you know what, I'm going to change this and I'll just fix it later. And of course, with years in between, probably didn't get that written down or didn't get back to addressing that at the time. So I guess with a 6th character being added that was not the one that died, I'm going to have to find a way to introduce that character in between sections, which is not a big deal. It's probably going to be one of the easiest fixes, and I think I like the direction that's going, because otherwise what I would have to do is say, okay, well, maybe this was the character that was with the group from the beginning, and then that character doesn't die, or that character would have to catch up out of nowhere, or I would have to kill the character that I don't want to. So it kind of creates all these different questions and scenarios. But I think I've got a situation that should work with minimal impact, because the replacement character is actually pretty cool, and there's some pretty good fight exchange stuff which I don't want to change or want to remove. So I'll figure out a way to get it worked out. But plugging along on chapter 45 out of 66, I think, for right now. I don't think I've had any splits or merges lately, so as of right now, still in the ballpark of 66 or 67 chapters. I can't remember exactly, so things are going well. Also, just been working on some odds and ends in the 3D space. Nothing that's definitive toward any prints or any progress on like cover art or anything yet. But I do have an update for you on shows. So I think it should be final as of tonight. Going to be at the Lake St. Clair Fine Art Festival this weekend. That'll be a Saturday and Sunday, so that'll be the first 2-day show. I've got to double check the weather, but as far as I know, it should be nice. And I've probably got to do some updates to get our, Linktree account and Patreon stuff updated in terms of that. There's something else. Oh, I was gonna say it's the 37th annual, so I hope that suggests that it should turn a crowd because some of the stuff we've been doing is a little smaller, and either I don't want to say it's not necessarily always a matter of promotion, but sometimes if things are newer, you don't have quite the crowd. But I'm gonna say if something's been going on for 37 years, I would think that's kind of a regular deal. So we'll find out. I've been a little nervous about pulling the trigger on a larger venue with the cost without knowing what the return is going to be, but that has been part of the risk process of trying to build an audience, get in front of people who might be interested in what we've got going on here in the form of the Firewall Protocol saga, or just joining us here for the community stuff if there's anybody interested in that. I know you wouldn't think an art fair for that, but it kind of goes hand in hand because if I'm going to be there promoting a book, I'm going to promote other stuff we have going on too. So it's just kind of all the bundle package for Enforcer Media Production stuff. So, and I don't have a whole lot for pop culture stuff. I know Tokyo Game Show is going to be coming up here pretty soon. I know I've mentioned that some companies were putting what their slate is out there. Keeping an eye on any of the titles, but nothing's really popped up. I guess maybe if anything, we'll see some content on Ninja Gaiden 4. Still on the fence about that. And of course, I've not pulled the trigger on Gears of War 5, or not Gears 5, but Gears of War 1 for PlayStation 5. But we got plenty to work on. Mercenaries is going to give us a lot, and I know we've kind of shifted gears. We're not doing deliver at all costs. We're only 2 episodes in, and it's been a struggle because I want to play something that I'm going to enjoy. I mean, even though this is a degree of work of having to set a schedule and beyond, and it's keeping me from playing offline. I mean, so there's good things, but I don't want at the same time like, oh, I gotta play this game again. I mean, that to me is not going to be a lot of fun. So I want to make sure I'm still something that I'm doing that I'm enjoying, that I know that there's more people out there enjoying. I know some people like the new game experience, but at the same time, if a game is just mediocre, I think that can take away from it too. Because even an unknown game like Steel Seed, I was enjoying that all the way through, and I wish more people had eyes on that because I think they'd like it if they knew about it. MechWarrior here is a stable franchise. There's a lot of people that are tracking it on Twitch. There's even, triple digits number of people watching right now, likely because the game might have an uptick on account of the new DLC, which is why we're back on the game. So one thing I also need to get better at, because I think I was starting to think about this toward our tail end of Season 1, I've got to remember to track the mission names in terms of the story missions. There's a lot of procedurally generated stuff which doesn't matter. But if we're on the story stuff, I need to start tracking that because that way maybe if somebody starts to look for, strategy stuff on a particular mission, at least that maybe the algorithm will pick that up if I have it in the description. But beyond that, we're just working our way out of the introductory stuff here. We've done, so we're on Season 2, Episode 3, which I called Getting Established because the initial rank names are pretty generic. So we went from green to unknown to something else to I think we're working on our way from whatever that other one is into the one that's called established. So it's kind of weird names they chose, but hey, it's not that big of a deal since we're not going to spend much time with these lesser ranks anyway. I did catch a clip on YouTube. Somebody was showing off the new mech, and depending on how you outfit it, does look like it's pretty powerful, but I don't know how long until we see that. It was a 95-ton, so it's an assault mech, and it takes a long time to get up to that from scratch, because we're starting with the lights and the mediums. Oh, maybe we are already established. Maybe we did roll over already. Maybe I wrote that name for nothing. Yes, they had to have added that one, like Call to Arms. I think the Hashimoto. Oh, I forgot that one. No, not Hashimoto. That's a health condition. I forgot what that one was called. But I thought that was added during the Call to Arms DLC, which would have been number 3. So we did finally gain... Okay, we did hit the level 4, the established level, because... we now have the ability to go to the cantinas. And once we do that, we can then start getting the jobs, which we've already got those listed there. Some of these are pretty easy, or at least, no, one of them is easy. The 20 VTOLs will be no problem. Killing 3 spiders depends on what they throw at us, but collecting 1 Vulcan will depend on whether we can afford to buy one or actually have enough salvage, which doesn't seem likely. So this is our next one, increase our reputation. This is a nothing in terms of significance. We'll get that just by doing stuff. So they don't have another major one out there for us right now. We finished Old Friend. It's kind of, that's interesting. So this one was under the Heroes of the Inner Sphere DLC then. But as far as campaign, we finished all these. See, these are what I should have put in the last couple episodes. I may have to retroactively do that if I remember, but I'd have to go watch the episodes again to figure out when we finished. So I'm guessing probably these were the first episode, maybe these were the second. But we'll address that as needed.
Let's do this, Commander. Drinks are on me when we get back.
Oh, a hypochondriac. It looks like some of these changed. I don't remember if I came in here last time.
Meet you in the ready room.
Lieutenant Diaz, yeah, he doesn't sound, oh wait, I'd be doing stereotypical thing if I would expect a Hispanic for that name.
Prepped and ready, Commander. Affirmative, Commander. I'll be in the hangar for pre-drop checklists.
And see, that guy, the voice doesn't match either. Let's say, just make an assumption here. Yeah, so this is different. I thought we saw a Vulcan in here, unless it was one of the other stops. This Wolverine... It's just intact. It doesn't need repairs, but it's not a hero one. Yes, because the Wolverine has the lemon lime one, which I kept referring to it as. So we got another academy here. Not too concerned because we've only got 1.3 mil left. We got to get going on some action. So let's see what's doable. These are all difficulty 11s. All 11s here. And we're not seeing too many others in the system. I've got a fire starter now, so the destruction or the demolition missions might be a little easier. So let's try this raid one, I guess. We're gonna have to take everybody out. Not take them out, but deploy everybody in order to get up closer to 145. Yeah, so let's go do this. This will not cost quite as much in gas here, but we gotta start making some cheddar. And why is this popping up? Oh, that's right. So I think we can take both of these, and I think to an extent, when I also need to keep track on some of the missions here, is what I might want to do. Some of these have branching things of like partway in, another faction will send you a counter offer. I've tried to go for the one that seems to offer the most unique stuff, like in terms of like the mech, the pilot, or the hardware, rather than just a ton of money. So usually one will have more stuff than the other. And I just realized they spelled Interstellar Expeditions wrong. It's Expeditions, which you can see here. So they got a typo that slipped through there. Anyway, so we'll accept these. But we got to go to a different location from the looks of it. So basically it looks like I did accept both of those, but it didn't put either on the board. Gotta figure out where they're at. So is this one of them? Yeah, so there's the farmer one. So it looks like they're listed, but we'd have to fly to it. Okay. I don't know where the Interstellar one went. I guess I'd have to go all the way over here. And since the transmissions went away, though, I can't. It wouldn't. Maybe the other one will pop up again afterward. I don't know. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so we flew where we wanted to go, I think. So we'll take on the raid contract here after doing a save. Oh, you know what? That puts an... Nope, it didn't put an extra save in there. Good. Okay. Here we go. So the raid... Which one's the raid? Type raid, probably this one here. I guess not too worried about ticking off the independents. Alright, so let's try to get some payout going here. Maybe some more stuff. You know what? I'll risk on salvage this time rather than the insurance.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility.
So, okay, good. So we did grab this guy last time. I don't think I've ever piloted with somebody with that helmet before. Unless it was new, but I don't... I probably haven't done this one either, but I at least recognize it. Alright. I should rename this one to Slug. Okay, here we go. Or garbage or POS.
Our client has gained reliable intel on a series of warehouses they want neutralized. We are to proceed to each location marked on the map, verify the buildings, and destroy the marked objectives.
That's a long walk.
Be aware of elevated levels of hostile activity in the area, Commander. So don't stick around any longer than you have to.
So I was going to remark, is that snow or ash? They said this is one of the newer biomes, and we've already been on it like 2 or 3 times now. Hope it's not a imbalanced randomizer. Who's crashing into stuff back there? Well, we got any hostiles to find something to do on the way? We're just going to march all the way out here. Knuckle draggers. Oh, we got a turret.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeah, Knuckle Dragger's keeping up. Centurion, not so much. We got turrets going off over there. Something's blowing up. We're not even there yet.
Target destroyed.
What are they doing over here? I guess trying to blow it up from a distance or what? This whole place is self-destructing. What do they got going on over here?
Target destroyed.
How did that happen?
Enemy dropship coming in right on top of you.
It's kind of like, you know, in some games when physics stuff wigs out, it'll do damage and start, like, operating spastically. It feels like that's what happened there. Like, it started blowing up before we even got there. It's not a natural occurrence to see the objective toast by when you arrive.
One of our assigned targets is flying in.
Ah, VTOL, yes, we do want that. Except I can't hit it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin
Alright, where's the bug
recovery
zapper?
procedure.
There it is.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Cargo acquired.
Oh, one of the mechs finally caught up to us. Leave in the dust, don't take on the bots. Oh, this one's got the horseshoe defense ring around it. Well, if I get the high ground, it's not going to matter a whole lot.
New target locust.
It's in the bowl. Oh, it's not that. It's this.
Target neutralized. That's the last of the targets, Commander. Now get back here before hostiles converge on your position.
Now, does it count for only one to have converged? Knuckle Dragger got in the way.
Enemy mech down.
I'd say so. Oh, we got another one.
That VTOL is on our list of targets. Let's
Okay.
make our quarter.
Target destroyed.
Alright, where's the path in here? Oh, we got another.
New
There's another one.
target fire starter.
Might as well kill for points. Going outside the ring. Three on one, pal. Just give it up. Don't have much left. Come on. Nuts. Getting burnt out over there. Alright, you're done. Seriously? Oh no. We had disconnect. Still no frames here. Alright, just waiting on Twitch here. Well, the second time that happens, we're done. I'm not fighting with this all night. It was only happening on Thursdays and during Tomb Raiders. Now it's happened with the other console and on different nights, so it doesn't seem like it's a consistency of peak traffic or anything. Didn't do anything that I would have done in the past to set up for that scenario. I've got no other devices or anything running.
Contract successful. Time to get paid.
Yeah, and the other time it was blinking like a Christmas tree, so at least it's stabilized again, but it's probably going to do that 1 hour interval thing. Haven't changed the bit rate, haven't changed anything else visually. Yes, so we are established. We're trying to work our way up to regular. How do we do here? So there's another fire starter, still can't afford it. Got some level 1 lasers though. Ooh. Oh, we already got 8. Well, if I don't use them, I don't get a whole lot, so let's... I guess we'll take everything I can. Ugh, 1 point left over. Yeah, that wasn't bad for damage. There we go. Alright, what's the black market look like? Nothing. What? The black market is 50% markup? I wonder if they added that tag there so I would have noticed it before, because I was always wondering, what's the point of the black market other than the fact it's just, well, when you get to it, it would make more sense why you'd pay more than the industrial hub. But that's kind of insane. Why would I want to do that? Beyond an emergency. Yeah, see, I think that's a new thing that was kind of missing. Unless it was just baked in and they didn't let you know. Alright, so we got 3 VTOLs out of that. That helps. Alright, let's see what's going on now. So maybe we could sit down here. A little bit more difficult. We're going to need... Yeah, we're just going to start getting another mech here soon. But we got to get the cash before we can get a hero mech anyway. Okay, demolition ones down here? Nope. Scorched Earth. There's a demolition for a 12. Yeah, we can handle that one. Let me get repairs started first, though. Also, let me change slots here. Oh, no, don't start that again. Ah, they still didn't fix that glitch either. The wigging out glitch. Put you over here. There. Okay. Alright, anyway, here we go. Let's go do the demolition one. We have arrived at Ramona. Oh, training complete. There we go. So we get Goofball back. Now we can go within 4. So what happened? Anything spectacular? So he leveled up 1 for ballistics, 2 for missiles, 2 for heat management, and up to 14 out of 43. Yeah, I guess we'll try taking 4 people in on the next one. Not much else to do here, so let's save. See, it only puts the 0-1 up there. I need the 0-2 to go in there. Demolition, there we go. Arid Canyon. Ugh, can't read. Alright, getting up to 5 points, so let's go.
Extreme weather warning
No.
is in effect, Commander.
Nope.
You'll have limited visibility out there and have to contend with sensor malfunctions.
Contract. Change contract, please. Go in without getting paid. Are you kidding me? So, what's going on? What the heck is going on here? Oh, it's because I'm not hitting the arrow thing here. So, well, do I want damage coverage? We're not getting paid a whole lot here. Let's do this. Alright, now we can confirm. Oh, and... So he's got a little yellow icon on his. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Alright, we're still 25 points under, but at least got 4 people for a very simple mission.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Oh, man. Alright, we're done. Just got disconnected. It didn't even drop the bitrate this time. Alright, sorry for the technical difficulties. I wish I knew what's going on here. Went through this for like, what, a couple weeks before everything started normalizing again. It's no way of knowing. I mean, it's not the game because we've done this a couple times without issue. Yep, there it goes. Now it's going in the red. Okay, it was short-lived. I'll probably get this taken care of tomorrow, but there's not going to be a whole lot to see, so... Alright, till next time. Hopefully, if no technical issues, we'll be back with some Shadow Tactics tomorrow.